Hi everybody, welcome to the Thescottshow wake-up call. We are live and here 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, Saturday, we are here at 7 o'clock in the morning as I'm running tomorrow morning 5 miles, getting ready for the big marathon in June. Training, having a good time doing it. And I just want to take this time to thank all the people at Duluth Running Company, including the trainer, and guru Tony, who's just awesome. So I wanted to thank everyone there. It's really cool because I have my Nike app and I hook it up and I find out how far I go, my time, how I'm pacing, and I'm feeling really good about it. So hopefully that ends up with me losing a little bit of weight too, because the holidays kind of kicked my booty. So there you go. Alright, so we're going to give a first thumbs up to Zumba and running, because I did the 3 miles yesterday. Did it in 33 minutes. Excuse me, it's a wake-up call, and I still need to wake up. I did it in 33 minutes, so it was like 3.35 miles or something like that. And then I went to Zumba class. Now, not something I would normally do. It's just fun because I like Zumba. It's entertaining to me, so I went to Zumba class, and it was well worth it. So to Tony, to Angie, to everyone else to Lauren, who I saw yesterday, who I think the world of. You all deserve a thumbs up and thank you. All right, so now we're gonna go to thumbs down to the Oscars. Apparently, if you guys haven't heard, Casey Affleck, who won the Best Actor award last year, will not be at the Academy Awards this year, will not be presenting the Best Actress award due to somebody saying something about him being inappropriate or however it worked. Sexual assault is not funny. And if it's true, then yes, he should not be there. But the Oscars need to get off their butts and apologize for Tiffany Haddish and her racist and stupid behavior at the Oscars nominations. I'm ashamed that I'm still not watching the show. Still not gonna see it at all. And I could really care less. I did the Golden Globes for this show. I'm not going to do the Oscars because I could really care less. Golden Globes are more important to me anyway. Alright, then thumbs up to the XFL. Vince McMahon, who, as you guys know, is right up there with my grandfather as my hero in life. And if you didn't know that, then yes, Vince McMahon is like way up there. Love the guy. He announced yesterday that the XFL is coming back. It's a sports football league that will have a 10-game regular season, and then a semifinal and a championship game. It's not got the hot shot stuff that it had last time, like the $1 million championship game and all this other stuff, so it's a little bit more conservative. I'm pumped for it. I want to see what Vince can come up with. It's not coming out until 2020. Teams are still to be named. I would love to see a market that does not have an NFL team or has a really crappy NFL team. Get the very best. Indianapolis for one. Indianapolis Colts. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but you know what? I love to see them to get a team. Hartford. I know that that's right up at his alley in Connecticut, and I know they've had teams before. They used to have the Whalers and the NHL. So the XFL has so much going for it. I want to see what they do. I'm excited to see what they do. And there you go. Thumbs down at Jimmy Kimmel, who apparently is going to have Stormy Daniels, or whatever her name is, on the show after the State of the Union. Obviously, it's a spike for your ratings, which is all his show's about. It's not actually about being entertaining, because if it was, you wouldn't put someone with absolutely no talent on there who I mean, he did have Beyonce on there once, so yeah, he does know a thing or two about having somebody with no talent on his show. But this is just stupid and ridiculous. So I won't be watching Jimmy Kimmel that night, as I normally don't anyway. But I will be watching the State of the Union. Now more than ever, because people are getting really pissy about it. You know what? I want to see what he says. I want to see what happens at the State of the Union. I don't want to see what Stormy Daniels says about something that could or could not happen, and it could care less about anyway. Alright, thumbs up to Minneapolis St. Paul. They got their ice festival going on in St. Paul this weekend. Really cool stuff. I give it to Minneapolis and St. Paul because they got the Super Bowl stuff going on, and people are going back on their rental agreements with people from Philadelphia after what happened in Philadelphia. I'm not a huge fan of Philadelphia anyway. I know that one of the running groups wanted me to go there, which I have not said yes or no to yet. I can't remember what. I think it's in March actually, so I can't. But it just won't happen, folks, and it's just one of those things. I'm not caring about the Super Bowl, but I do gotta give it up for gracious hosts. Minnesota Nice is still there, but Minnesota Revenge might be even better when the Patriots win. But again, I could care less. I really, really, really could care less. I probably won't even watch the game. If I do, it's only because I'm at a bar that has a great deal and going to give me free drinks. If I have to pay for anything, I'm probably not going to go. And then thumbs down for the shootings that have happened. Lots of thumbs down for the shootings that have happened all across this country. I do not have a gun, do not want a gun. If you have a gun, you should have a reason for it. If it's to protect yourself, then good. But if it's to protect yourself from a cop, then, you know what, might as well just use the gun on yourself. If you're doing wrong and think that, you need a gun to protect yourself from people who are going to get you because you're doing wrong, then just do us all a favor. And, because if you don't, if you're shooting at other people, there's collateral damages. People who are getting shot and injured, and they're not even your target. So just take it upon yourself to ixnay, or get rid of the gun. Because guns are, I just don't find a reason for them. Except for hunting, because, that's whatever. Alright, so let's go to checkiday.com today. It's Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day. It's International Customs Day. It's Locust 123 Day. It's National Activity Professionals Day. It's National Fun at Work Day. National Peanut Brittle Day. National Preschool Health and Fitness Day. It's Spouses Day today. And it's Toad Hallow Day of Encouragement. So that is our checkiday.com days for today. Those are our holidays. We have a few shout-outs, and then I got some mentions, because I'm just going at it today. Shout out to Andy, shout out to Drew, shout out to Jill and Micah, shout out to Tara, shout out to Nate, and shout out to Annie. Annie's working hard on a campaign, so a big time shout out to her. Alright, and mentions, last night TCW Fantasy Wrestling had its lightning heat with the World Heavyweight title on the line, so that show is in the archives, check it out. The Royal Rumble, this weekend, I'll be highlighting that in the show today. Be careful who you're going to be around, because the flu is still going around and it's terrible. Mars Rover did something, said something, so that was pretty cool. And I'm always excited to hear more about space. I'm not going to say anything about the Trump-Mueller Trump asking for Mueller to be fired or whatever, because I freaking don't care. So if you want that as a thumbs up or thumbs down, that's cool that you voted for it, but I really don't care. The Russia investigation is a farce. I'm just embarrassed as an American that we are wasting our time and money and news on this stupid thing that's going on. And second and last thing I gotta mention is the Grammys this weekend, the 28th. It's the same day as the Royal Rumble, so I won't be watching the Grammys either. And I don't know half of the people that are even nominated. But hopefully the good people win, the bad people lose. And somebody embarrasses the terrible. And what I mean by that, I'm just going to get on this for a quick second. A few years ago, Metallica showed up and did their song One with the guy playing the piano, and it was great. And that was the highlight of the night. That was the thing that everyone was talking about. Not that sad excuse for a singer and dancer Beyonce. Alicia Keys, who couldn't perform herself out of a wet paper bag. Katy Perry, which she just needs to be strapped to a firework and lit up, go whatever. But, I mean, Metallica, Madonna, these are artists. These are people who like and enjoy their craft. I'm sure that there are artists nowadays that enjoy that. Ed Sheeran is great. I love Ed Sheeran. There are amazing rap guys out there. There are amazing people out there. And yet you have Jay-Z, who is I can't even acknowledge how terrible Jay-Z is as a human being, let alone as... First of all, I would honest to God say that Jay-Z's kids are not all his, because Beyonce is a whore. But not only are Jay-Z's kids not all his, he probably has a whole bunch of them by some ugly-ass women. Excuse my French, because, I'm a little hot today. So he's probably got like 17 kids, and none of them get any money because they're all, kicked him to the curb, gave him a few bucks or whatever. Maybe he didn't even give him a few bucks. Maybe he doesn't even acknowledge him. Who cares? I don't care. The Grammys are worse than the Me Too movement, because they should highlight how many baby daddies are actually in the audience that are just terrible like Jay-Z. So I hope that the Grammys learn from the Oscars, learn from the Golden Globes, and learn how to actually have artists that make sense and that are good. It's terrible that I have to sit here and listen to god-awful music and then see that they're nominated for something because our society does not know how to speak English. And, and let me get on that for just 2 seconds, all right? I love other languages. Despacito is a great song, and I'll probably vote for that song. It's a great song. When I say not speak English, I'm saying dog y'all. Okay, this woman yelled at me for not capitalizing something, and then says dog y'all. Okay, so first of all, learn English. There's a reason our educational system is failing, and it's because of artists that talk about stupid crap like they do. So there you go. And I personally hope to God that our music gets better and that people learn a little bit about how to act in this society. So I want to thank you all for listening to the Scott Show podcast. The early morning wake-up call got a little hot there, but whatever works. Our state pick today is Washington, so you guys have a great day. We'll catch you here real soon on thescottshow.com.